Asterisk, asterisk. The shadow on the stairs. Asterisk, asterisk. Ellie had recently inherited her grandmother's old Victorian house, a beautiful but creaky place filled with dark wood and antique charm. She moved in one chilly autumn afternoon, unpacking her belongings and trying to ignore the eerie feeling that seemed to settle around her as the daylight faded. That night, as she was getting ready for bed, she heard footsteps echoing from the hallway. They were slow and deliberate, one step at a time, as if someone were climbing the stairs. Ellie froze, her heart pounding, but forced herself to look out her bedroom door. Nothing. She laughed nervously, telling herself it was just the house settling. She lay down and tried to sleep, but just as she was drifting off, the footsteps started again. They were louder this time, stopping just outside her door. The next day, Ellie called her mother to ask if she had ever heard strange sounds in the house. Her mother hesitated. "Your grandmother always mentioned a shadow on the stairs. She believed it was the spirit of an old tenant who vanished years ago. Said he was looking for something." Ellie brushed it off as an old family story, but that night, she heard the footsteps again, steadier this time, with an unmistakable rhythm. She opened her door, and for a split second, she saw it. A tall, dark figure at the top of the stairs, its face hidden in shadow. She gasped, and in the blink of an eye, the figure vanished. Determined to get to the bottom of it, she decided to stay up the next night and watch the stairs. At midnight, the footsteps began. This time, Ellie stayed quiet, watching from the shadows as the figure slowly ascended the staircase. When it reached the top, it turned, staring directly into her eyes. Its face was still obscured, but she could feel its gaze. Then it whispered, "Where is it?" Her heart racing, Ellie stumbled back. "Where is what?" she managed to ask, her voice shaking. The figure raised an arm, pointing to the floor beneath her. Terrified yet curious, Ellie spent the following day prying up floorboards in the hallway outside her bedroom. She unearthed an old, weathered box hidden within the floor, a small, rusted key inside. That night, as the footsteps began again, she held the key tightly, stepping toward the shadow on the stairs. The figure stopped, looking down at her. With a trembling hand, she held out the key, and the shadow extended its hand to accept it. The moment it touched the key, the figure dissolved into mist, leaving nothing but a faint whisper in the air. "Thank you." From that night forward, Ellie heard no more footsteps. The house fell silent, finally at peace. But sometimes, late at night, she thought she felt a gentle presence watching over her, as if her grandmother's house was thanking her too.